Good evening. So welcome back.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening all. Welcome back to the class. So today's class will be interesting. Like apart from the Flask, today we'll be discussing Git and GitHub. So Git and GitHub is used in every organization, and having idea on both of them, like both of them are quite similar, but having idea on them is very important, and it can be an essential add-on to your skill set as well. So that's the reason I have decided to go with Git and GitHub. So can anyone, like if anyone has idea, can they can share what you mean by Git or GitHub, anything. Like, have you heard it before? Like, I think you have heard it before. If you have any idea, you can kindly share it over here. Like, anything is fine. There's no restriction that it should be perfectly all right, but it's fine. Anything is fine.
So GitHub is a platform where we can share our codes and programs.
Yeah, very good. Exactly. And any more answers? Yeah, you can keep trying. Like, even if it is wrong or even if it is similar, also it's acceptable. Okay. So I'll start. Git and GitHub. So let's discuss GitHub. No, GitHub. Oh yeah, let's go with GitHub first. So GitHub is an extended version of Git, which means it is a user interface platform. Like it is a user friendly platform which extends the features of GitHub. Sorry, which extends the features of Git. So what does Git mean? First, we need to understand Git in order to understand GitHub. So before we start with Git and GitHub, let's start with version control system. I'll open my notepad. Okay, I should share my screen, right? మెల్ల మాట్లాడుకోవచ్చు కదా దేవి, మెల్ల మాట్లాడచ్చుగా. Okay. So version control system. So by this name you can clearly understand, right? What does this do exactly? Version control system. In simpler words, it controls the versions. So what are versions? Let's discuss everything in detail. So version control system has two properties. The first one is sharing the code, and the second one is versioning. Like you can say by the name only, version control system helps in versioning. But what is versioning? Versioning means, I'll tell with simple examples. For suppose uh, you are developing an calculator application in your organization. For suppose you are a developer and you create a property called a equal to b plus c, which is an addition feature, and I am another developer, I'll create another feature which is called subtraction, d is equal to e minus f. So here the first version just performs addition only, and this is the second version which has both the properties of addition and subtraction. But what if I messed up something over here, and by addition of this feature, if this feature stops working, it creates a big problem, right? So I deployed this, but my user reported me a problem. For that I need to go back. To going back, like this is the first version, right? Version number 1, and this is the second version, version number 2. So I should have a flexibility to go back to the version, to the previous version, which has only this part, not this one. So this is my version 1. So this is my version 2. If this causes some problem, I'll remove this. Like I'll remove this and I'll just keep on working with this version. So it helps us switching the version if something doesn't work, or if some version is causing some version conflict, we'll switch back to another version. So that is called versioning in simpler terms. So what is sharing code? You have seen me sharing code by not in drives. I shared my GitHub link which has a repository and code inside that. So previously, if you want to share code, what we used to do, we used to share it on WhatsApp or Skype, right? But you can share like maximum can be some number, but it is not feasible with all the files. You need to have a proper structure, right? So when you're working in a company, you'll not be dealing with only one or two files. You'll be dealing with hundreds and thousands of files. And in a single day, you should modify like 100 files. But is that possible? By just sharing it on WhatsApp or sharing it in Slack or some medium, it's not possible, right? So you need a system which is a version control system in which you push your files and some other person will access them. So previously there wasn't any version control system. There used to be a centralized distribution system. So not distributed, but it is a centralized system. For example, there is a user A and there is another user. Right, there is a user A and user B. So when they access the centralized system, I'll use paint for better. So this will be okay. This is a centralized system and I have one user over here. I have another user here. So what they will do, if they want to access something, I will push here and this is another user. So whatever I push here, he will go here and pull the code from here. So that used to be the previous case of centralized system. It acts as central server where I will push the code or he will push the code. If I want to access the code, I will go to this centralized system. I will go to this centralized system and take the code. So what if this centralized system crashes? And what if I didn't collect any code? So the code which he pushed, he didn't save anywhere in his local system. So that code is also gone. And if I was a bit lazier and pulling the code, so that code is also gone. So everything is gone, right? This centralized system used to be previously, but now it got replaced with distributed system, which we are using Git. Git is a distributed version control system. So why is Git popular? Why is it not like this? It also it has a similar functionality like this, like centralized system, but other than centralized system, it has another feature. So the advantage with distributed system is, if I want, I can create a whole copy of this repository in my system. If he wants to keep an entire copy, he can keep in his system. Even this get crashed, even this system get crashed, I have my own copy, right? I have my own copy over here, so it doesn't affect. Even if I don't have any copy, he has his own copy, right? So the code doesn't it doesn't disappear somewhere. It will be safe with either one of us, because if I am pushing the code, I'll definitely have the code, right? So this is basically called, in Git terminology, in Git and GitHub terminology, we call it as fork. Fork means we are creating the entire repository in our own repository. I'll discuss it slowly when we start working with GitHub. So this is an overview, like everyone needs to have. So there are two types, like previously they used to use CVS or SVN, which were centralized systems, and I'm talking about the things they used to do 10 years back. But then introduction of Git changed everything massively, as as the organization started using version control systems. So here I think you got a better understanding of what is centralized and what is distributed. So examples of centralized they used distributed. So example of centralized they used to use previously was CVS and SVN. And what is the modern thing which we are using right now, like in this generation? After like before 10 years we used to use that, right? So after introduction of distributor, they started using Git. It was the first thing. Git started distributed systems. So now let's understand the difference between Git and GitHub. So we see people telling create a GitHub account and make repositories. It will be beneficial when companies check your GitHub profile. If they find lot many repositories, they'll hire you based on your activeness on GitHub. So they keep on telling, like they keep on telling about two things. One is LinkedIn and another one is GitHub. So in previous session I have create I explained the creating of LinkedIn account and optimizing it. And today's session I'll be discussing Git and GitHub. So both are important in terms of interviews, right? So GitHub is originated from Git. So it is a distributed version control system as we have discussed previously. If I want to get the code, I can directly fork the repository and I can make my own changes which does not affect the root repository, the main repository. So here Git is also an open source. Like I can directly install from Chrome, right? I'll show it step by step. I can directly install from Chrome and implement Git. But GitHub is a bit different. It provides it is online source where I can use from cloud itself. So in Git, right, it is only limited, but GitHub is accessible from everywhere, just like our email. It can be accessible from everywhere. If we know our account and its credentials, we can log in from anywhere and we can directly pull the folders, repositories, I mean. So without any further delay, I'll show with creating a GitHub account. So did anyone create a GitHub account? Like, do anyone have it?
Yes, sir, I have a GitHub account.
Okay. Can I? Aman Khan, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. That's great. And who all have it? Only one? Okay. No issues. In this class, let's discuss about that, like creating it from scratch. So go to your Chrome, like try to follow parallelly. If you can't follow, just write down the steps, and after the class, you can try it. And type GitHub, you will find the first account, like the first link. Click on the first link. So you will be shown two buttons here. One is sign in and one is sign up. As we are a new user, we can sign up here directly. I'll give my mail, task with our team at the red gmail.com. Okay. You can give your own email ID here. So I'm asked for password. I'll give some random password. What should be my username? I'll give task with. You can give your own name here. Okay. Should complete these steps. It will just take 5 minutes. You can directly open here, but I fear I'll lose. I'll end up losing something. Okay, my account is created. I'll click on sign in. So following, if you're following, uh, you'll be redirected to this page. This is my home page. It looks good, right? The UI is good. And for students, this is free actually, GitHub Copilot. And for working professionals, they need to pay something. Like per month, they should pay like $10 to $15. But if you are a student, you can make a great use of it. I'll discuss it if I get some time in this class only, or I'll make a special video on that, like special class on that. You'll need to activate student developer pack and everything. I'll discuss those details if time permits now, or else I'll discuss in next class. So here will be shown an icon, right? So this is GitHub icon. You should click on this. Okay, this is your home page. This is your dash. Like this is your home page basically. And after installation of GitHub, what you need to do? You should install Git, which is a version control system. You can directly do everything from GitHub, but learning Git is essential, because if you are interested in system administration or DevOps, so you'll be working with Linux. In Linux, you can't directly use, like, if you can use, it is possible to use, but the best approach means you'll use everything from the terminal itself. So if you want to switch to that field, you can, but I'm giving an overview. You might, even if you are not in that field, you might use it somewhere. So that's the reason. So what next? You should download it. Download for Windows, you'll find it directly here. Download for Windows. And you can download 64-bit as it is feasible. It will start downloading. Okay, I'll close it because I already have it, right? So if someone is doing parallelly, can you please share your screen so that it will be a good guide for the others. Like if anyone is doing, can you please help me by sharing your screen? Swapant, are you doing? Hello, Swapant? Or anyone? Ramajanelu or Sudarshan? No one?
Sir, actually, I'm writing down the steps.
Okay, did you join from laptop?
Yes, I have joined from laptop, sir.
Yeah, actually, if you join from laptop, you can directly do it, and writing steps is also good, but you'll learn it directly, and you can also do it parallelly. Can you please share your screen?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it's fine. Sudarshan, can you mute yourself?
So,
Can you mute yourself? Yeah, like your audio is.
okay, sorry, sir.
Okay. So if someone missed, like following the previous thing which I was doing, you can also follow this. Like he's doing it once again, you can follow these steps. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Go to another tab. Sudarshan, open Git there. It's fine, leave it. Go to another tab. Git, type just Git. Only Git. Not GitHub, only Git. Yeah, click on that link. Yeah, download for Windows. That one, inside the desktop. Right side, right side. Okay, it's fine. Click on Windows. Yes, and 64-bit. Okay, you can open that. So isn't it getting open?
No, sir, there is an issue.
Try it again.
Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device?
Yes, yes, you should allow it.
GNU General Public License.
You should
Next.
click next. Next.
Next.
You
Should
check
I
all the
click
boxes.
on every icon, sir?
Yes, yes, you can.
Browse.
Click on next. Next.
Next, okay. Use external or use blended open SSH?
Yeah, click on next. Okay, click on next. Yeah, install.
Okay.
Is it done? I think it is done. You can check in the below icons, the footer. Some part is left. Once click on that.
What happens here? Don't do
No, not on that. Not on that. This one, below one. No, I mean you open the Git which is installed. It's showing right in orange color, blinking one. Yeah,
Okay, okay. PowerShell you are talking about, sir?
yeah, GitHub. Not that. I mean the application, the Git application in the below footer. You minimize your screen, Sudarshan.
Okay, sir.
So you click on this finish.
Always use this.
Okay. So Git got installed.
Okay.
You open the Git icon, which is Sudarshan. You open the Git icon, which is on your desktop. On your desktop, not on the Chrome, on your desktop directly. As an icon, it will be shown, right? Can you please make it full screen? Here you need to configure your admin, like your credentials. So I'll give a command. You can copy paste that. But instead of your username, like I'll give some username. Instead of that, you need to enter your own username. If you want, you can directly copy paste that. In the first tab, I mean. Go to comments. I posted it there. Chat. So if anyone is following, you can repeat the step, same step. But instead of Sudarshan, you can replace your name. So that means we are setting our username and email. You double tap on that, like right click on that, it will get pasted. Okay, you can enter it manually. I'll dictate it. Git space config config config. leave some space. Yeah, not underscore. You need to click hyphen, two hyphens, and then ఒక్క నిమిషం జాగ్రత్త. I have already created, like I have already installed the Git, right? So I have created a folder and I'll open it. Okay. I'll open the folder and here I'll open it in command line. For that, I'll type cmd. So it got open. So what next? I need to initialize a repository, right? For that, I'll enter the command git init. Previously, I have initialized it, and here I didn't even add a file, right? So it shows empty. So it shows empty. For that, if I need to add any file, I should create it, right? So for that, I can directly create it manually, or I can use a command echo. So why I'm using echo? I'll write something in the file. Right, print hello. As we are dealing with Python, I'll write print hello. And to save that, you need to give this one and main.py. So it got saved. If I click ls, will it show? No, actually ls is not recognized here. It will work in PowerShell, but it won't work here. See, it shows my current directory, my working directory. So you can see here main.py is created, and even if I open the same folder, I can see that exactly. So here git is a hidden file and main is created. In that way you can create your folders. Creating, is it enough? I'll see git status. See, it shows untracked file. Why does it show that? I have created it, right? But still it shows untracked. For that, I should do something. I should add the file. See, here it gave a suggestion, right? I'll copy the same. Git add, and what's my file name? Main.py. So it got added. And now I'll check the status. See. But I haven't given any message to commit. No, I'll give git commit and my first commit. So this will add a commit. Now everything is perfect, I guess. Okay, I need to select the branch. See, it got changed. Now I will check it. Status on master branch. So what is master branch? It's a working directory. So now we have done everything. Whatever we do, if we do it, we follow this basic 4 steps. The first one is we need to initialize the Git repository. Now this is not an ordinary repository, it is a Git repository. So if I link with my GitHub account, the changes which I do here directly gets modified over there. So I'll also show that demonstration. So for that, like first we need to initialize Git. Next we need to check the Git status. If something is unchanged or uncommitted, we should do that. And for doing that, if we have created a file, we need to add that git add and file name. Then we need to check the status, but still it won't show anything. Like it shows this thing untracked. Okay, it shows this changes to be committed, but I haven't yet. So I'll write here this git commit -m my first commit, and then everything is perfect. Then what next? Should do something right. So what if I want to change the file? If I want to modify, what I should do? What will it do? Wow, magic. No, it's not. So I'll change hello world, save it, Control S. Then I'll check what happened exactly. See, this notepad command will open a terminal, like it will directly open the notepad. If I write code main.py, it will open VS Code. See, this is wonderful, right? I like this. And if I check, see, it became hello world. Previously it was hello, right? I'll check the status. Git status shows no, I haven't modified anything. So what should I do? Do git add main.py. Okay, it's git, right? Sorry. Next, git commit -m and a message. A new change. See, if I click on git status, it will show me one master branch, nothing to commit. But what if what I want to check what all the differences I have made? So for that, I'll click git difference, which is diff main.py. What all I have done. If I want to check, can I? Or I think it's not working here. Okay, let me go to git log, then log. See, it shows previously it was something here. Okay, I committed something. This was my first commit and this was my second commit. I can filter according to the time which I have modified. Here I did it in 9:55 and here it is 9:58. So this is my latest commit. What if I want to go back to this? I have previously explained, right? If I want to go back to my previous version, so this is my commit ID, my version ID. I can go back to this. I can directly get hello. For that, what I should do? So I have a command for that. Reset this hard and I'll paste my ID here. Head is now at my first one. So now I can check it. I can check it now. Git status. See, now I can check the same thing. So to read my file, what should I do? So I'll type main.py. I should be able to read my file. See, I went back to my previous version. Previously it was hello world. Like previously it was hello, I changed to hello world, and now again I changed it to hello. So that's how we can play with that. That's easy, right? So if I want to go back to this version, the latest version, what should I do? If I want to go back to my previous version, I will replace this with my latest one. So it's not changed. What if I give main.py? So you can see again it changed from hello to hello world. So in this fashion we can switch the versions. In this fashion we can switch the versions. So am I sharing my screen? Think I am not sharing my screen, right? Okay, that's the main problem. Actually, I'll quickly go through all the commands from starting. See, it's simple. You should create a like I'll create a new folder, Git GitHub. I'll create a new folder. I'll open it. After opening it, I'll give cmd. I'll go here, not here. I'll go okay into desktop. I'll go here. I'll enter cmd. Okay. Due to the screen recording thing, I can't do that exactly. Yeah, cmd, and it will be opened in command prompt. So here I need to make this folder as a Git repository. For that, need to do git init. I'll do everything fastly. So git init makes this a Git folder. If I open this now, I'll be able to see a folder inside this. Previously I don't have that, but now I can see. Now I can see that. And what next? I'll see git status if I have done any changes. No, haven't done any changes. So if I want to add a file, what should I do? Should click on echo. What should I do? I'll add a file, which is a Python file. So it should have something, right? Hello. So just be careful, like observe this. I'll name this main.py. So now again I'll check the status. Okay, it shows it's an untracked file. What does untracked file mean? I haven't added it yet to my Git. So what should I do? Git add. I still have it in my folder. I should add it to my Git main.py. So it got added. What next? Let's see what it shows. Okay, it shows I have added, but I need to commit it. Changes to be committed. So following the suggestions, I can do the same. Git commit -m means it's a message. It is hello. It is hello. Done. Now if I want to see the status, I can see this. So basically we'll deal with 4 basic steps. One is git init, one is git status, like it is optional. If you want to check, we can. One is git init to initialize the folder as a Git repository, and another one is git, like create a file, echo and something, then you need to save it. Then third step is you need to add git add and the file name. The fourth one is you need to commit it, git commit -m and the message. So these are the 4 steps. What if you want to change the file? If you want to modify the file, I can type notepad and the file name main.py. I can open this on notepad. See, I open this on notepad. I'll make a change. Hello task and I'll save it. Control S, I'll save it. I'll go back to terminal again and I'll click on git status. Guess what it shows? See, I made a change but I haven't added it. Git add main.py. I have added it and I'll check git status. Okay, I need to commit it again. Git commit, it is hello task data. Now the status got changed. The status got changed to committed. So what next? If I want to check how many changes I have done between, like I have how many changes I have done in my directory, so I can click on git logs or log. See, git log. So I can see, right, like we can see it is hello. Previously it is hello, and now it is hello task weather. This is my latest change. This is my previous change. What if this doesn't work? Like I have taken the example of calculator, right? It didn't work there. So I want to roll back. I want to go back to the same change. And what should I do? I should give a statement which is git reset hard and the ID which we have copied, which means this ID. I gave this, no, not this one. I gave this one. It will roll back to the previous one. See, now head is now at this ID. What should I, if I want to check, what should I do? I'll directly type main.py. So here previously it was hello task weather, but now it is hello, just hello, nothing more. And so these are the basic commands we use it in day by day life. If we are only dealing with Git, so what if we are dealing with GitHub? I'll show that also. If we are dealing with GitHub, so I already have a GitHub profile, like I have told you right previously. You need to log in and create. So I'll directly go to my GitHub, like default it will show this the same thing. So I'll create a new repository. To create a new repository, what you need to do? Here you have three ways. You can click here also to create a new repository. What I'll name it, GitHub demo. So description I can write a demo to show. See, I can set this repository as public or private. Basically for you guys to view and copy the files, to fork the files or to download the files, I'll keep it public. If I don't want you all guys to see it, if I want you all guys to just see it as a repository and can't access it, I can keep it as private. Organizations keep the repositories private just because no other people can see them. I'll just keep it as public and I'll check this, add a readme and then create a repository. See here a new repository is created and this is my readme file. This simple it is. So how can I link my GitHub with my Git? How can I do that? That's pretty straightforward. Here we have our repository ready, right? What we need to do? We should click on this. Copy to clipboard. What? This HTTPS thing. We copied it to clipboard. And whatever if I have here, if I want to get in my GitHub account or to get in my folder, to get in my Git folder or my main folder, what should I do? I should git clone and I should paste the same. So it will clone the same repository, and if I click on dir, it shows. See, GitHub demo is created. I created a repository right in my GitHub account. So the same GitHub demo I copied here. So I'll go to that GitHub demo. cd GitHub demo. So now I am in GitHub demo. I am in my GitHub demo. So I can look at it dir. So I am in my GitHub demo. I'll just look into this. If you want, you can simply identify. There is a GitHub demo, and what we have created a readme file, right? It shows this. A demo to show. That's it. That's simple. And what next? What all do we have? Okay, I will just brief everything. So here we have a branch. This is a branch, right? Means this is my own repository and I have a branch. If I give you access to contribute, if you are a contributor, if I give you access to contribute, you'll get a mail that Karthik added you as a contributor, and if you want to contribute, just join the community. And if you have already joined, then you can create a known branch, view all branches, then create a new branch. So I'll create a branch, Sudarshan. So it should be in a main branch, right? Create a new branch. So here I'll again go back, code. Now what all do I have? I'll have two branches. One is main and one is Sudarshan. So from Sudarshan branch, if I want to add a file, so why should I do this exactly? Why am I doing this? I'm doing this just because if this repository is an open source and you are a contributor, if you want to contribute or if you want to say that this part is not correct, I have corrected it and I'll post a new version. So for that you need to create a new branch and post the same thing. If I will check your code and if your code is absolutely correct and if I want to replace my code with your code, I can accept the pull request. For that, basically you have created a branch, right? And in your branch you need to add a file, upload a file and choose your files here. You can choose anything. I'll choose app, only app.py. So here I'll say my contribution. So I'll commit changes and then I'll wait. Yeah, I got it. So here you will get a button, compare and pull request. So you can customize this. Sudarshan, I'll add Sudarshan. Yeah, my contribution. And click on create pull request. Merge pull request. So confirm merge. So pull request is successfully merged. I can see I made a new commit. So this was the commit. And if I go back to code, see, previously there wasn't any app.py, but now I got an app.py because I accepted the pull request which Sudarshan gave me. That's the reason I got this app.py. Previously there wasn't, but here it shows exactly merge pull request one from Rishikesh Karthik / Sudarshan. So you can also try this out. It's quite exciting. And here issues. If I have any issues in my code, I can directly post it here. So like basically I do this just to add images to my what you say readme. So I'll add image. So in real time use case you will have more than that. Instead of just adding an image, you'll have more options. What do I have? Link. You can actually add images, like I exactly don't remember, but here it's very feasible to add images. Creating an issue, I can add in images. Okay. Here I think we can give our image name. Preview shows nothing. Tag something. Image.jpg. If I have image already, I can use that. So for now I'm using image1.jpg. Preview just shows. If I click here, if I have image, it directly shows the image, but at present I don't have any image, right? So I'll just create. So here I can check, I guess. I won't find it. I won't find it here. A remote issue, that's it. So here in my issues I can check. I got an issue. So I can open this and verify if this issue is genuine. I can give any suggestions and then I comment. If this issue is clarified, I can close this. That's it. Issue is done, and here it shows 0. So I also gave introduction to pull request, right? So here actions. So this is main thing when you are working while creating pipelines. So pipelines basically we like you use it in DevOps. So GitHub Actions mostly help there. At present, we might not use that. And here you can create a new project. So you can select any version, like whatever you need, you can select that. So these are there are few categories: team planning, feature release. Basically, organizations use that. We might not use that because as they are big organizations, it is a feasible thing for them. For now, I am not going to use that. So here wikis provided place in your repository to lay out the roadmap of your project, show the current status and document software better together. So this is also used by organizations only to show what their project is exactly. They can add a lot many specific details about it. So security. For us, basically we just create repositories and upload it. Here we might not use everything, and insights. So this is important for them only because, and it is important for us to learn this all just because when we go there the terminology will be a lot more simpler, but we'll completely understand once we start working with them. Here we can see what all we have done the changes. So we got a pull request, we merged it, we had an issue and we closed it. So that's what. In settings you can do anything actually. In settings you can delete the repository, you can delete this repository, but I won't do that. And you can also make your application live. I'll upload a simple HTML file and I'll show what happens exactly. Choose your files and in templates I'll select index.html. I'll add this. So now I have index.html here. What I'll do, I want to make it live. I'll go to settings, I'll go to pages and deploy from a branch, GitHub Actions. No, I'll deploy from a branch directly. Okay. And this is main. Default it is main only and it got saved. Okay. First I'll save it because changes should take place, right? Again I'll keep it main, then save it. So it takes some time to create the page. We need to keep refreshing the same thing. And once it gets created, you'll see HTTPS something and you can click on this and access your site. It's very straightforward actually. And if you also have a domain like taskveda.com, you can save this. So whenever I click on taskveda, I'll be redirected to this GitHub page only. If I don't have it right at present, so I'll keep it empty. See, now you can see. Okay, I'll enter index.html. It shows nothing because let me check. Okay, I'll copy this URL. I'll keep it safe with me. Default it should show actually, but yeah, there's something in this. It should show actually. Okay, we'll run it again. Okay, let it be. But our site is live, right? You can access it. Whatever I give here, it will be printed. See. Even if it is default also. I think it will take some time to update. If it is done, it will show our page only. Don't worry. So for now, this is fine. It's working fine. So what if I want to download this? Like I'll upload the GitHub repositories, right? If you want to download this, you can directly click on code and then download zip. So it will get downloaded in your local system and then you can unzip it. So what if I need this same setup in my own account? So I won't search for mine, I'll search for someone's. I'm following few people, I'll search them. Following 3 people. So have this right. What if I want to add this in my account? I'll fork this. Click on fork, then create fork. I'll get it in my own account. I'll get it in my own account. See, the same file I got in my own account. Previously it was with Leonardo, but here now it is within my account. If I check my repositories, I'll have it. Have it somewhere, or I can still check for repositories. But I still have it, right? I have it here only. Now it is in my own thing. So this is how simple it is. Like we might still explore this all. We might also see linking our Git with GitHub and those changes getting updated over here in the later stages. But for now, this is for the class, and I hope you got a wholesome understanding. Even if you are confused, you can still text me. I'll explain it better. So that's for now, and thank you so much, guys. Yeah, thank you all.